Terry, we'll start with you. I gotta ask this. You're on a set with guys like Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Statham, but you've got one of the 25 toughest human beings to ever walk the face of the earth on the set at the same time. What's that like working with Randy?
Yeah, it's funny because Randy will sneak up behind you and just kind of, give you like a little arm bar across your neck, and you're like, I like you, Randy, please. And you realize he can snap your neck at any moment. Or you feel that little thing against your knee, he's just like practicing, like, I could just take that out anytime. And you're like, yes, that you can, Randy. But no, let me tell you something. This man is one of the best actors, best individuals. We really hit it off, especially after the first one. And, it's a privilege because, you know what? He can whoop all our asses, and he does it. And I appreciate him, and I'm telling you, I want to fight next to this guy, not against him, ever.
Randy, I want to ask you too, but like you come into an action film like this, and you got the fighting and the guns and stuff like that, and a lot of action films you can just get lost in that. But one of the best things about this movie, I find, is this chemistry and camaraderie. Like some of my favorite scenes are just when there's no action going on and you guys are just interacting. Talk about the chemistry and the camaraderie you guys had on set.
Yeah, well, I think that's a very important part of this movie, and what really makes it special is that not only do we have that kind of personal chemistry off when we're doing our own thing, but I think the characters have that as well. And there's kind of that quirky vibe, like if you've been part of any team anywhere, you guys know each other so well. You know what buttons to push, to get a reaction, to get a rise out of somebody. And I don't think anybody does that better than Sly. He kind of captures that and kind of orchestrated a lot of that. And, would shift things around. You had to kind of be on your toes. And it's like, let's have him say that and say it like this, and just kind of tweaked it and I think made it what it was. And I think that it's a very cool part of the movie. My favorite scene is the pizzeria. And kind of that's where a lot of that comes, that levity. And I think in a movie with as much action as this movie has, you kind of need those moments to catch your breath.
Now, once again, you get action films like this, and there's so much action in this film that is so great. But, a lot of movies try to just pull out a lot of guns, a lot of actions, and think that that's going to make it fun. And it doesn't necessarily. Expendables 2 is so much fun to watch. I mean, a bunch of critics and I walked out of a screen last night and said, if this was playing again right now, we would turn around and walk back in and watch it again. But it's not just the guns and the fighting. What is it about Expendables 2 that makes it so fun for people to go in and just sit down and watch it and have a big smile on their face?
Well, for me, it's what the essence of acting really is. It's like people think it's about lines, and they mess up with that. It's about the connection. You see yourself. The thing is, you identify something in those characters that and that is what you want. That is what you recognize. It's not a bunch of lines. It's not a blown up car. It's not a blown up bridge. It's really like, I know those guys. I've been there with them. I could hang with them. I see them and I love them. And it's a trick to play in that. And again, when I love what Sly has built, because he knows it. And it's why he's been so successful in all these sequels and all the stuff he's done. He gets what people want to identify. When you look at Rocky, you identify with Rocky, the lovable loser, that guy, and you identify with every one of the characters.
Well, listen, guys, congratulations on the film. I loved it so much, and we can't wait to have it on AMC screens.
Oh, you got it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, guys.